Welcome everybody. What's up? What is that? Don't look like a mosquito. I don't think that was a mosquito, but whatever it is, it's dead now. Alright. Astrobate is here. Schumacher is challenging. Don't forget to subscribe. Schumacher was challenging, now he's gone. Gone. There it is. Alright. Dude, you're finally black. Then I can think as long as I want. Hi, brother. Oh, brother. What's up? Good morning, guys. Girls, women, ladies. Alright, I'm just getting myself together here. 7 plus 5. Rapid chess. Rapido. I've been playing d4. I decided to really focus on d4. Given that I have a tournament coming up. And that doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to play d4, but this is my A game. Good morning, my old Nedog. Nedog. Sub-gifter. Nedog has a sub-gifter. Nedog has a donation gifter. He donated 69 simoleons yesterday. That was really generous. Simoliano. I gotta register. Maybe I'll register today for the World Senior. I need to send in my registration. Alright, bishop g5. Bishop f4 is better, but not right away. You should play knight f3 and then bishop f4 on move 5. I don't really know the line well enough. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Morning. Mainline Queen's Gambit declined. We've probably played this like 500 times with Schumacher. I've got 358 games. Game 359, to be exact. So, if you don't like d4, maybe I'll play an e4 later. I've been playing d4 in my training practice games / when I can't sleep. I like to play random people just for fun. Okay. Exchange variation. Not my favorite here. Let's see what he does. He doesn't really like have what I would say is like a classical repertoire. Now, knight on bd7 is okay. It's not very popular, but the old orthodox system, pretty good. Like queen c2, Rubinstein. Rubinstein variation. And now what does he do here? a6 is possible. He usually plays like c6. Or does he play c5? c5 is regarded as the sharper move. I think he's played c6 primarily in the past. So what about you, Nedog? You're playing e4 with white. Astrobate, b3. Here's b6. So b6 is rare. I'd like my stake rare, please. Rare. Rare, bear. Bear, rare. I think normally when you see b6 in this structure, it's okay to exchange on d5 as a kind of guideline. There's a rupture in the structure. Your structure is no longer like a solid chain, you know, b7, c6, d5. And I struggled with black. I mean, having played games with this structure, with the hanging pawns and stuff, I never did really well with that. I did try bishop e5 previously, and it's probably overrated. I mean, I don't think it's so good. It doesn't really do anything. Probably ends up losing time in the long run. So what can I do here? Bishop d3 is standard. There's an argument for not playing bishop d3, I guess, which would be to keep the d file open, so my bishop doesn't get hit by knight c5 or a pawn. So I could see bishop e2 being a move. Rook d1 is interesting. Bishop d3 idea f5 was what I've done, like standard. This is the standard though. Gucci pigeon. Stylish pigeon. Are you real Gucci? Or Chinese? Imitation. Alright. I decided to play bishop d3. So he can play c5 here. You know, I don't know that black necessarily should even play bishop b7, but that'll be the standard move anyway. Now, if I play bishop f4, I'm going to have to deal with nothing. Now, this is a tough call here. I mean, I can go to f4 or h4. Bishop f4, he doesn't seem to have knight h5. But at the same time, yeah, I don't see a reason not to play this, actually. There's nothing in the pin, you know. I mean, this is like not a very effective pin. If you've got a bishop on g5, the opponent has a bishop on e7. You've pretty much done your job, you know. Now knight h5 could be viewed as a threat because this pawn is protected. This pawn is erected. Knight b5, bishop b4 check is an inconvenience I'd rather not deal with. So castle. Now black can play a6 or c5. Is black ever going to play, is knight h5 ever really a threat here? Questionable. If I take, he takes the knight or the pawn. I don't know. Why no bear? Pondo is like staring into space. What's up with that? Bishop f5 is bear. You're in New York City. Knock off sunglasses. No Chinese products. Oh, traditional Chinese products. Right. Yeah, dude, what's up with New York City? All right. Did you go to a Yankees game? Is that what I saw? You must have felt dirty for doing that, bro. Yeah, the Yankees are in last place. Padre. Lo siento, padre. Let's not waste time here. Yeah, Padres are the closest thing to Mexican baseball in America. All right. So, back to chess. Dude, I mean, I don't understand. No matter what I do, this guy is always like a minute ahead of me on the clock. Am I that slow? Really? Queen e7. Mm-hmm. And the idea of Queen E7 is that which shall not be named. Deep breaths. Breathing. Shallow floor. Little play on words. All right. What do I do about this now? You guys don't know who Shallow Floor is. Salo. I don't really understand that. Oh, he's Solomon, right? Solomon. Yeah. Salo is like a Salo Finnish name. I'm just rambling about shit. I don't know what I'm talking about. I always think of Floor when I think of this structure because he played this line and there was a famous game with Capablanca. Actually, a couple. Bishop takes g6, takes check. Queen g7, takes. No. Not sacking a piece here. Question is a d3 or h3. d3 or h3. h3. I really don't like rook c8. I mean, if I'm being perfectly honest. But I have other issues as well. Damn, like, this guy is a freaking genius, bro. I mean, it's brave to play g6, though. That's the question. That is the question. Now what do I do? An absolute maniac, this guy. Yeah, I mean, the problem was knight g5 was unwelcome. I mean, obviously I saw that when I played bishop h3. That was one of the major factors deciding whether I should play bishop d3 and bishop h3, and I think Master Floor probably would have played bishop d3. The Czech legend. The greatest Czech of all time. David Navarro might take issue with that, but modern ratings are inflated. It's hard to compare generations of players. Comparing, Bobby to Gary and stuff like that is just kind of bullshit. We can't really compare players from different eras. What's up with the World Cup, by the way? India's taking over the chess world. Surprise, surprise. 4 players in the final 8. What happened with Caruana? Caruana drew. Caruana Domingo. Dude, I don't understand, man. Where is this guy's time? What happened to your time? You're crushing me on the clock the whole game, and now you go into the tank. What is he thinking about? Is he away from the computer? You have 2 obvious continuations. I guess he doesn't like them. Wow, Nedog got a gift sub. How about those Red Sox, Nedog? Should I bother checking scores every day. All right. Vitara Mansaya. Dude, I think he's like gone. He's like AFK. That's really weird. He went AFK and played A5. Someone was concerned about B4. All right. Well, that's not my problem. Yeah, time is money. All right. That's why I'm quitting playing in the Hungarian Team Championship, because I don't have time for their bullshit. Money is money, and time is money. Money is money. He takes F2. Knight F4. How about Knight F4? Hey, that's illegal. What if I go here? Hey, that's a good move. Watch out for Knight takes F2. I'm just resetting. Threatening Knight F4. And welcome everybody. Do you play with viewers? This is a viewer. This is a viewer on crack. Yeah, we've got viewers. We're playing with viewers. I play with subscriber viewers first, if there are any. And then the random new viewers, if there are. So right now I have a challenge from somebody who's not okay. That's probably you. Yeah, random accounts with no games isn't really my thing. I prefer to play against people who have games. Is there any reason why I can't play Queen D2? I guess we're gonna find out. Yeah, he went berserk here. I mean, sacking a knight on F2. Berserking. Literally berserking. He loves this stage of the game where he gets to move real fast and time pressure. This is, I think, the only reason this opponent plays chess. So you can try to like flag people in lost positions. The adrenaline rush of moving real fast when you have a lost position is just too much. He's gonna see that. Queen H5. He resigned. What? You resigned with the 9 is bigger than the 7. What's up with that, dude? Look at that digit there. Why is like 0.9? Why is the 9 bigger than the 7? Is that intentional or just like... Because the tenths are bigger than the hundredths. I've got some weird challenges from like players with rated challenges. No rated challenges. What do you mean queen takes e3? What the heck are you talking about? Oh. No. You got brain damage, dude. You didn't have a rook on e8. You think I'm going to let you do that? Oh, you imagined it. I get it. Okay, you imagined. Imagine Dragons. Right, okay, so you're not playing Bug House. Okay, you didn't think you were playing Bug House. No, I mean, I was very aware of the threat of knight f2 when I played knight e2. And, you know, I've got to keep this clear coming back in case of knight g5. I'm ready to play knight f4 now, though. You know, my queen will defend laterally. I didn't like a5. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm slightly better, but I thought you should have probably taken on c3. I know your knight on e4 is good, but your knight on c5 is like waiting in the in the you know queue. And honestly, if I take on c3, you know, which way do I take back with the queen? Probably. Let's see what the computer says. Okay, computer doesn't hate. It doesn't hate a5. You thought forever on this move. How do I have 7 challenges suddenly? Did someone just open up like 7 different accounts? I instantly had 7 challenges and 2 people trying to join our team. That's really weird. I am here for you, baby. It sounds like a song or something. I'm here for you, baby. 91 games. I'll make an exception. And then a Serbian. Another Serbian. And then there's 7 challenges. Where did all these guys come from? Seriously, where did all these guys come from? I had 0 challenges a minute ago, and now I have 8. Well, that's crazy. You just got off work, lol. No, I mean, it was just funny how suddenly I went from 2 to 8 challenges, like, in 1 second. It's like a horde of people just showed up. Alright. I'm here for you, baby. Morales is next. Puslica. I guess it's Puslica. Kusturica. Nuke, Jason. Just as long as it's not rated and it's 7+5. Alright, I'm going to play Morales first. Morales is a long-time subscriber in VIP. Then I'll take the challenges from the new people, like in order, if there's no other subscribers. Shaki's also a subscriber. Alright, subscribers first. So I'm not declining your challenges. Cake. Pleshkovica. I like Pleshkovica. Alright. Cookie. Cookie. Cookie puss. Dude, you're such a nerd. You're a nerd, man. Chess players don't always like math, Nedog. Alright, what's up? The pawn triangle. Okay, I normally play knight f3. I don't play the Marshall Gambit. f5. Frank Marshall liked f5, probably. Frank. Oh, brother. It's the Noteboom. The Noteboom variation. Man, I want to see, like, South Park chess. South Park chess camp. Butters. You played the Noteboom variation. I don't remember. It's been so long, man. Alright. The Belyavsky Gambit. So that's weird. I went from 8 challengers to like 2. What was that about? Was that like somebody who had like 10 accounts logged on challenging me with all 8? Sideline already, damn. Morales is like, chess, you know, it must be main line. Bishop e7. We played this before, didn't we? Didn't I? Sideline already, damn. Sideline. Killer sideline. Alright. I want to play h4. I can't remember if that's actually ever been done. I think you're supposed to take. But taking is boring. Trading pieces is boring. This exchange always bored me. I mean, I have more space and I'm like temporarily sacrificing a pawn. I don't really want to trade pieces necessarily. I don't want to sacrifice pawns necessarily either, but see, I don't know if you're supposed to do knight takes or queen takes. Probably knight takes is right. Should I just play like e3 and let him play b5 and defend his pawn? Normally I would go for e4. Weird Wednesday's dead again. Oh shit, it's supposed to be Weird Wednesday. Yeah, it's never been a successful stream for me, the Weird Wednesday, so screw it. I don't know. We'll just play whatever. You know, I'll just try to play some weird openings a little bit more than usual. But it doesn't have to be a weird opening. Wednesday's a bad day for streaming for some reason. At least in the morning. Alright, so he's playing b5. The reason why I played e3 rather than e4 was because I thought I can clear this. Leave this clear, so if I have to move my knight, I can put it on e4. I mean, if I'm not gonna do e4, can't I play a4 and then queen b6 or something? You have a4, queen b6, chop, chop, b3. Man, I don't know. This feels like I'm weakening my dark squares if I play a4. b3 doesn't look that effective. I'm basically down a pawn. Alright, well, we gotta swindle him somehow. I don't believe in this. I don't think that white has enough compensation. But on the other hand, it's like, that's what I'm talking about, like, stockfish. The absolute calculation of 20 with depth. I mean, I'm betting the computer evaluation here is, like, better for black. Saying, like, white doesn't have enough compensation. I might be wrong. But anyway, having said that, I think in a practical game, white's chances are still pretty good. Better than the computer would say. Weird covers. Being weird. I am weird. Did you guys see the stupid blog post today? That Swiss guy was like organizing chess tournaments with a $20,000 budget. Like, what are you doing? What is that? Who's that geared for? I don't understand. And my Chessable course came out today. Dude, don't use blog posts as a way of advertising your freaking Chessable course. It's so gross. You don't even get the concept of lichess. It's like gross, you know? The guy's literally advertising his site, his Chessable course. The whole purpose of the site is to be like non-commercial. And we have to look at this idiot's like blog about his Chessable course. It's so disgusting. Alright. If I wanted advertisements, I would go to chess.com, you know? Seriously. Or whatever. If I wanted commercial, I would go to chess.com. It's so stupid. Take away the blog thing. I hate it. Dude, they put it on the front page. I wouldn't care if it was like an option, you know? It would be totally okay. Put a tab at the top that says like blogs, but don't make it like in my face on the front page of the website. That's the thing that kills me, dude. The chess mood guy. The over promotion, man. Those guys are so disgusting. It's just gross. I mean, you got to understand the entire point of Lichess is to be like, kind of non-commercial and no, it's just gross. Alex Alekhine. Yeah, no, you're not alone, man. I mean, I think the people who like that sort of shit are, on cheese.com, and if you didn't mind commercialism, it would be fine anyway, but I just don't get the blog post things. I mean, the blogs are fine, but don't force it down my throat. I don't have a problem with the fact that there's blogs, but just don't shove it down my throat on the front page of the site. That's why I like Lichess. So what are we doing? Take knight a4. Take b3. Sorry, I started ranting. I just like wake up, I turn on the computer, I log into Lichess, and I see these idiots like with their blog posts. Who makes a blog post about organizing chess tournaments with a $20,000 budget? I saw that guy. I told a story on the stream. He may be like a grandmaster, but um, he seems like kind of very strange, and yeah, that's just whatever, dude. Challenge me on leechess.org. You've been complaining for months. Yeah, man, it's just gross, dude. I don't know why Lichess allows that to go on. Just put the blogs away in a corner, and have a tab for blogs. No problem. Problem solved. Like the forum. I don't want to go on the freaking forum. The only thing I hate worse than the blogs is the forum and the forum trolls. But I mean, forums, we all know what forums are about. It's like been that way forever. All right, I gotta pay attention now. I mean, we've come to learn that forums are troll havens, and there's no surprise about that. There's like annoying people that post in every forum, and they're like really toxic. So I could just stay away from the forums, and I won't post anything in the forums, but the blogs are just annoying. I hate that chess mod guy too. Chess mood. Arena does, but Arena is worse than Twitter. I would never create, like, I'm proud to have never created like a FIDE Arena online arena account. I know how disgusting FIDE is. It's just like I wouldn't fall for that in the first place. Um, you'd have to be pretty. Well, I don't hurt anybody's feelings, but if you play on the FIDE like online chess portal, I mean, you're kind of you're asking for it. Um, Knight d5. So I just want my pawn back. Can you give me my pawn back, please? If I ask nicely. What about if I ask nicely? I promise never to play this gambit again. I'm sorry for ranting, everybody. Honestly, if you go to FIDE, you get what you deserve, But Lichess is a site that's like meant to be like open share. I think it's the perfect place to go for coaching and advertising our selfies. Yeah, that's where those guys should go. They're just posting on every chess site or something. I hate them. But it's not. I'm consistent. I always hated people who like over self promote. The worst is like Susan Polgar and Lev Albert. Old school, like the old school over promoters from the past. Um, wow, you're really seriously not giving me my pawn back. Because that's really cool, bro. You're gonna give me my pawn back. You want to give me my pawn back, don't you? You know you want to give me my pawn back. Is it that much to ask to get a freaking pawn back? Try our new secure Norton browser. Yeah, speaking of advertising, isn't Glitco the better rating system? Yeah, probably. But it's never been used in an actual over the board. Are you talking about for online or over the board? I mean, Glitco seems like a better rating system because it incorporates like how much you've played recently. I think that's a good idea. Yeah, it should be better, but obviously it's never been used in real world practice, um, at least that I know of. Rouse, are you sick or something? You didn't hang on to your material. It looked like you had F5. That's really gross, though. It's pretty gross. Anyway, he finally gave me my pawn back. I'm sort of suspicious here. Wow. Did you have bishop takes g2 there? No. Did you have bishop takes g2 there? Could you have played that? Maybe I just like totally blundered. All right, man. Now, you're being annoying again with the knight c4. Oh, man. Well, there goes the c file. Yeah, that's so annoying. You got defensive d5 and an outpost on c4, which makes my life a living hell. What am I gonna do about this? Well, the only good thing about knight b6, I guess, is the fact that he can't use the c file. All right, I'm not gonna freak out here. I think I'm already kind of freaking out. Wow, that's really driving me crazy, bro. Dude, you're hanging in there. He's got an outside pawn, but we have increment, so don't panic. 1990s FIDE ratings inflation was done too. I didn't know there was 1990s rating inflation. Really? I never heard about that, but maybe. My rating was never inflated. Well, compared to today's ratings that are becoming deflated, unless you're 2800, and then you're immune, which is cool. Damn, dude. It's cool that the deflation like doesn't affect the highest rated players. At least Magnus doesn't have to worry about rating deflation. It's nice to know the 2800 players are safe in their little like coveted bubble. An awful lot of players over 2700. Yet there's a lot of deflation in most of the rating system. So I don't really get it, I guess basically all the points just sort of float up to the top. It's like the trickle down economics or whatever. All right, man. you're gonna give me your pawn, right? It's the opposite of trickle down. It's trickle up economics. I mean, trickle up economics. All the rating points like sort of slowly gravitate to the top. I'm gonna try to lose some points next week. Really been looking forward to that. Freaking being forced to play in a tournament where I never intended to play a lot of like underrated kids. Took some real wrangling. He's a wrangler. Legal wrangling. I guess I could have taken the pawn with knight e6 check. Knight g7, utterly destroying his pawn chain. The good thing about having a wholesome pawn chain is that they protect each other. See, that's what happens when you have isolated pawns. They go for a little trip sometimes. Isolated pawns have a tendency to leave the board. Like our friend the A pawn. I have to admit though, I was kind of lucky here. I mean, it felt like he had active play. Yeah, I don't know. Night end games are good. I like night end games. H4. What am I supposed to play here? F4 is a problem. Not yet. Oh, you didn't say the word, did you? No, I can't. I can't go to chess base, sorry. There may be some valid stuff there, but I can't abide by chess base either. But maybe it was a good article, you know, it depends on who wrote it. Jeff Sonis, okay. You see, right, is this a new one? Or is this something old? I mean, Jeff Sonis doesn't realize how irrelevant chess base is, but he's doing his thing, you know. Oh, it's from 2012. Okay, so chess base was okay. That's older. Yeah, chess base was sort of almost still relevant back then. Chess is a cruel game. Yeah, let's see the graph. Speaking of graphs, Morales, dude. Belyavsky Ivanchuk. Speaking of 2000. What's up here? How is my position? Okay, equal according to the engine. Engine. Yeah, b3's best move. A4's book. So this is a theoretical novelty for Morales. Queen b6. It's the second best move. Everyone else played the best move except for Morales. Congratulations on your second best theoretical variation. Belyavsky Ivanchuk 2000. Yeah, I mean, I know that Alex kind of introduced this variation. But I think it was before 2000 even. Yeah, chess bases. All right. We need a good open source chess database. Let's just put it that way. Man, these challenges. So something's going on with the challenges, like disappearing and coming back again. Where's Shockey? Is he gone? All right, I guess he's gone. Pleshkevitsa. Okay. So welcome everybody to our stream. New opponent, new day. What am I playing? I try to play like, it's funny. I was trying to practice the black side of the Roslimo, but I couldn't get anyone to play it till now. I'm thinking of playing knight f6 chess games. Oof. Speaking of advertisements. Yeah, I mean, you have to do a lot of work to accumulate like a database without paying for ChessBase. It can be done, but it would take a lot of time. I don't play professionally much, so it doesn't matter for me anymore. All right, knight c3. Yeah, so queen c7. This is my new idea to try to play this line against the Rosalimo. All right, I'm already like not even sure what black should play here. D takes looks bad. Once it's actually playable. I think all three captures are playable for black in this position, but maybe D takes C isn't that bad actually. It's like an exchange Lopez. It's boring though. This is definitely not exciting. I need to do some research, speaking of chess databases. I definitely need to do some research on how the hell to play this line of the Roslimo with knight f6. I mean, this is going to be an alternative. I was thinking about it. You know, I had always kind of dismissed this variation. I'm not sure this is good, but I think it's worth considering. Bishop g4 just for the fun of it. You know how bad that move is. Bishop g4, h3, bishop h5. g4, bishop g6. Knight h4, etc., etc. The freaking king and I. Etc. Alright. Get all kinds of references here. How about knight d7? That's knight h4 as well. Bishop e7. Bishop e7. You want to settle on that? That's extremely boring. I apologize for this variation. But I didn't, you know, force my opponent like with a gun to his head to play the Rosalimo. Obviously. I've been wanting to practice this. He can pack extra Grand Purse for the World Senior Championship. Grand Purse. It wouldn't be hard to write database software. But what is the game source besides online servers? Well, I mean, ChessBase has their own, you know, like collections. But I'm sure they're all like pirated. You know, yeah, I mean, well, correspondence chess is useful. If you can get access to all the correspondence chess games, I think that's very good. That are not available in sort of standard database. I mean, and like, you know, who's collecting chess games necessarily? Anyway, they used to do the weekend chess, but I mean, is that Is that really reliable? I mean, is that still going on? I mean, I don't even follow this stuff, but I think bishop e6 isn't great, but what should I do? Like knight d7? All right then. Knight d7. How's this guy so fast? My god, he's worse than his countrymen. He's worse than our friend. Schumacher. There goes my bishop pair. I mean, I could play knight e5, but I'll just get pinned anyway. It's not like this bishop is a big deal. I'm okay with equality here. I'm not playing. I'm playing for equality basically. Equality. Claude Bloodgood. That's like Acerbate's favorite chess player of all time. Is this the first 60 FPS stream? You'd have to ask a computer nerd. That I am not. But we have some available. Dude, I don't even know how to like program a VCR. Did I miss C4? Did I do that? F6 is a funny move, isn't it? It's bad too. I don't like this. Check. Well, I really shouldn't be against treating queens. He can play b3. I don't know. Dude, seriously? You're gonna repeat moves here? I'm gonna like force him to make an inferior move to play for a win. I don't like hate draws. I mean, I feel like my position is we played correctly. I mean, what can I do? If it's a draw, it's a draw. I'm interested to see the opening, if I played it correctly or not. I have a feeling like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm actually not even sure that like d takes c6 is good. You're supposed to take with the queen probably, but it's extremely... These lines where you take with the queen on c6 are like getting your head handed to you very quickly. In some cases where white like busts open the center. Because I played the English a lot. I mean, this kind of line exists in the English. Alright, so he's playing for a win. Theoretically. But it's probably more like not playing for a win. He's not really playing for win. He's playing for the loss. Alright. Structurally playing for the loss. There was that guy, the same guy who wrote that annoying... He writes the annoying blogs. This Swiss grandmaster, quote-unquote, grandmaster. He wrote an article about how you should never accept a draw. Or maybe that was chess mod. Never offer a draw. I don't know, they got different ones. Never offer draw. Never read a goddamn blog post, you know? Never believe what the chess bloggers say. How about not think like dogmatically? Can you write a blog post on that? Can you write a blog post about not being dogmatic about your blog posts? How about that? Dude, there are plenty of good reasons to offer draws. Alex Yermolinsky wrote an article for New in Chess like 25 years ago. The psychology of the draw offer. I mean, my declining a draw here got me an advantage. I mean, my offering of a draw here got me an advantage. Because he didn't want to draw, he tried to do something, and now he's worse. There's an art to, like, offering draws. Okay, I mean, the position is still not that bad for white, but that's just one example of, like, very stupid blog posts. Hey, let's trap my queen so it's like immobilized. No, I'm like way better now. Three islands. I can't draw circles, but it's cool. I have 2 islands against 3 better minor piece. I was slightly worse before. All my pawns are in the right color. This is a great position. Now he wants to trade queens again. I could play f6 and let him isolate my pawn on e5 and still have a very strong grip on the position. It's not ideal. His knight on f4 is really annoying too. It's pretty freaking strong. I don't have a choice though. I can't avoid the exchange of queens. I never intended to be honest. But I'm gonna do this. I like your weak pawn on d3. I like the fact that your king is cut off. What's not to like here? It's hard for you to attack my pawn momentarily. This could backfire though, obviously. If my e5 pawn came under attack by his knight, yeah, I mean maybe you're right, but I mean I have no place to put my bishop. Yeah, I could have just traded probably. I could have just traded. That's different now. I'm only a tiny bit better. I could just take and play like rook d8, bishop f7. His knight's not bad, really. You know, not that bad. It's a draw, man. I mean, this is a draw, objectively. Maybe I should even play king f7. I mean, his knight is really not bad. Not that bad. Hold on a second. Hold the phone. Yeah, it's interesting. It's a Capablanca structure. Not so easy. Nice king move. Nice king centralization you've got there. I need active play. I wanted to play f5. Check, king f2, rook f there, g6. Man, I'm running out of time. I didn't like g4 clamping down. I'm not sure that h5 is a good move or not. But he's got a huge time lead. Bishop f7 was a dogmatic move. Yeah, well, it's hard not to play dogmatic moves when I'm always like freaking 3 minutes behind on the clock. Yeah, but I agree, somewhat. I would agree with that assessment. But you got to keep it simple when you're on time pressure, I guess. That's not a dogmatic move, is it? h4? I don't know. Why are these Serbian guys so fast? Schumacher is fast too. Maybe you're really Schumacher. Schumacher's backup account. No. Schumacher doesn't play e4. This is a new guy. Alright. Whatever. Dogmatic. Whatever. I mean, all my pawns are in the right color. Correct. My king is nowhere near the center. I was wondering about that. was wondering about that. That is pretty nice, dude. I've got to be kind of careful here not to be worse, it feels like. He's showing very good fundamentals, which is unusual at this rating level. Most people who are rated around 2100 are young players who are like terrible at end games. But white centralized his king very logically. Also opening the position here isn't that obvious because he's facing like bishop versus knight. So he's got the space in the center. It's really pretty impressive. And he's 3 minutes ahead of me on the clock. Yeah, I let this get completely out of control. The fact that my pawns are in dark squares means nothing here. He's just got more space, more control of the center. His knight is a freaking monster. The only thing that might save me is the fact that his pawn structure is bad. What the hell is he doing over there? Why didn't... I don't know. Remember, he declined the draw earlier to play for a win. Wow. These pawns might matter. That's why you want to have your pawns in the right color. At the end of the day, my bishop can attack his pawns. Butters. At the end of the day, alright. Yeah. Enjoy your white square pawns. Damn, dude. I got this now? What do I got? I got a draw against a 2100 is what I got if I'm lucky. Jesus. I'm not sure. This guy is pretty impressive, man. Wow, he saw that too. God, dude. How strong is this guy? I don't know, man. I mean, he's awful strong for a 2000 player in Endgame. FIDE rating 1700. Got an awfully strong endgame for someone who's FIDE rating 1700. I don't know, man. Phew, bro. I don't know, dude. That's pretty fucking good. I'm surprised my play is that good. I thought I was like sketchy all the way, and white maybe less made. Sorry for dyslexia. I thought I was sketchy all the way. I was like shaky, and that white made less mistakes than I did. But apparently, like, we made no mistakes the whole game. That's pretty insane. Yeah, I mean, you can't be 1700 FIDE and play like this. So whatever. But more like 2200 FIDE. So D takes C is actually... This is a rare move, bishop takes c6. D takes C is actually correct. But there's nothing wrong with bishop takes c6. I can also play queen takes... As I said, I can play any of the three moves. I didn't know what to do here. I did the right thing, it turns out. I played this correctly, wow. Bishop e7 is even the best move. It's absolutely best. Yeah, I'm white play like freaking Capablanca. But I like this position here. For me, the biggest irony was queen f4, and he avoids the repetition draw. 1700 East Europe, dude, is like 2400 USCF. Toast. Two tasty guys. I live in Eastern Europe, bro. I know what a 1700 FIDE is. They don't even make 12th board on my team, okay? I play in a chess team with 12 boards in Hungary, and a 1700 FIDE doesn't even qualify for the 12th board on my second division team, okay? So maybe we'd have like a 12th board who was 1700, maybe. Like, or Serbia is even stronger than Hungary. But people are ratings are like still, this guy is way too good. He can't possibly be 1700. If he's Indian, he could be 1700. That's how he's 1700. He's like an Indian player, like, who's like 12 years old, living in Serbia or something. That's the only way that you're 1700 FIDE and playing with 0-0 son upon loss is if you're like an Indian player who moved to Serbia to play FIDE rated tournaments or something. Or else you just never played, you never played, because you couldn't even make 12th board on my team with that rating. That rating is absurd. But here, like, you're declining a draw in a worse position, which is kind of a weird thing to do. You spend a minute and decline a draw, and you go into worse position. I didn't see I could play queen takes b2, queen takes c5, and I would be just grabbing this pawn. Yeah, that's crazy. All right, Zen Chess is here. Well, I mean, maybe the I don't know. If you played like one tournament and your rating is 1700 and it's like provisional, okay, But if you have an established rating and it's 1700, Dude, I know what 1700s are, dude. They don't even play me. I haven't played anyone like under 1900 in a FIDE rated tournament in the last like 15 years. Let's just put it that way. I played a couple 2600s last year. My average opponent was like 2500. Yeah, dude, whatever. I mean, White was a like a candidate master in that game. You can claim whatever you want on your profile. Or you have ADD and you can't play long tournaments like Schumacher. That's the other possibility. You know, you just like have attention deficit disorder and you can't play long tournaments, so you like lose all your games playing bullet chess, but you're like secretly a genius. That's a possibility as well. That's why Schumacher is like low rated OTB. He can't concentrate for more than 2 hours. If you're playing bullet chess constantly, but I mean, dude, the accuracy of that game is just too high. Yeah, of course it's sus. But not if you're like 2200 and you're having a good game. Yeah, the moves are human. Yeah, it doesn't look like an engine, but it's not that the moves are engine like. It's just like the overall like lack of mistakes is sus. You know, it's not that he played like perfect engine moves. The things the thing that's sus is the lack of inaccuracies. It's like surreal, you know. But I was surprised by my own lack of inaccuracies. Yeah, that's why everybody Hans would never cheat either, or Igor Rousas, or all the other grandmasters who cheat. Why would they cheat? You know, it's like here we go with that again. It's impossible to know whether people are cheating or not. That's why I don't play online chess. I would never play in an online tournament. There's no way I could literally tell you if black cheated in that game, or I mean if white cheated in that game or not. I would have no way to know. You know, there's just no way to know. We'll have to take his word for it. It's just the point, you know, like grandmasters cheat, you know, and they'd be like, "Oh, well, why would those grandmasters cheat?" You know, Hans is a renowned cheater online, and he was trained by the best. There's nothing suspicious about playing 0-0-0 set up on loss and being 1700, you know, FIDE. The first game you play. Alright, dude. There's Mr. Coffee. No, Hans is not human. He's an asshole. He's a human formed asshole. Alright. And that's what I would say for everyone else who cheats online. People constantly come up to me, even non-chess players, and ask me, "What about that Magnus Carlsen thing? You know, did that guy really cheat in over the board tournament?" No, I don't think he cheated in over the board. You know, I don't think we can prove that. Um, but it's not the point. The dude definitively cheated online, and if you cheat online, you just you have no moral fiber. You know, I mean, no one can ever trust you. You destroy your reputation. I mean, Hans is a zero in my book, like reputation wise. He might be talented, but he's still a scumbag, you know. Whatever. All right, dude. I don't care if you're a cheater or not, but it's just like really annoying that you keep like posting here and shit. The denials, the constant denials and stuff. Whatever. We're just having a discussion. You don't have to keep like making denials. Like I didn't know for sure if you're cheating, but it's just so annoying to constantly have to answer that. All right. I forgot I'm playing Zen chess. Catalan Master. I mean, we just had a Hungarian IM get busted for cheating a couple months ago in the Hungarian and Austrian team leagues, and the Hungarians like really kind of covered it up. I mean, you don't hear anything about it. It's all like hush hush. They supposedly like banned him from playing in Hungary, but I've heard nothing from not a peep from like FIDE about it. Um, it's like they're ashamed and no one wants to like admit it happened or something. Yeah, I mean, there's no lack of. I mean, there's no correlation between like online and over the board chess. So all these guys who cheated online are like completely innocent in the eyes of FIDE. But I mean, seriously, like if you cheat online, why wouldn't you cheat over the board? What's the freaking difference? Cheating is cheating, you know? You're playing chess for money or whatever, it's a tournament. People that cheat online are going to have no qualms about cheating um, on the internet. I mean, in over the board, and vice versa. If Hans could cheat over the board, he would. You know, Magnus was right to be paranoid, um, but he shouldn't have played in that tournament with Hans. That's his bad. You know, my take is that Magnus was wrong about Hans like cheating over the board, but he was paranoid for a good reason, and and I completely empathize with that. But he had a chance to drop out of that tournament. You know, he should have dropped out of that tournament if he didn't trust Hans. Not like play him and then lose and then like be like, oh, he's a cheater. That's, yeah. I mean, Magnus shouldn't have done that, honestly. There's no hard evidence there was over the board cheating going on. Not to say it's not possible, you know. Um, but I think that Magnus's big mistake was even agreeing to play in the same tournament with Hans. I would refuse to play. Like, absolutely. I think the problem for Magnus was that he was under pressure with the chess.com deal, and he felt like he had to play and he couldn't. He wanted to kind of avoid any scandals and stuff. It was an awkward situation all around. Dude, I knew like Grandmaster who used to cheat on World Chess Network just to like make himself look better for like selling lessons and stuff. So people will cheat with almost no provocation whatsoever. It's disgusting. But not Zen chess. Alright, Queen b6, dude. What do I do? I like knight e5. Why do I like this move? Anyway, I hate when I get all like ranting and stuff, and that guy was all defensive. I'm not saying he necessarily cheated. I'm just saying like he might be, and I have no clue whether he is or not. But his reaction is like too weird. I'm not gonna sit here and have him like every 5 seconds being like, I didn't cheat, I didn't cheat. Just bye. You know, whatever. If you didn't cheat, you don't need to say anything, you know? Let's just put it that way. If you didn't cheat, why are you like making denials every 3 seconds? I'm not accusing you. We're just simply commenting on the obvious fact that your profile says you're 1700 and you played like a 2200 with 0, 0, 0, 0. And it's possible. And there are false positives all the time, but you know, I'll go with statistics and say the odds are that you're sus more than you're not, you know. I'd even play 1700s over the board, and I would like beat them easily in most cases. You know, occasionally I might be held to a draw by a 1700. You know, another thing, why wouldn't you take a draw against an IM that's like 1,000 points higher rated than you or something? Damn it, Sanchez, you're supposed to take the pawn. Yeah, the B pawn was driving me crazy. He's really good at this Catalan. I gotta look this up because the freaking B pawn. I've got no advantage. Maybe I'm even worse if I'm not careful. How about I don't know. Why doesn't Black just take? What do you mean? I'm on this Rook B1, Rook B1. I'm on B7. He wanted like to have his cake and he did too. He wants to like defend his B pawn and take my B pawn. He's gonna try to win a pawn. Well, I played Bishop E5 to defend my knight, so I can sack the pawn on B2. I'm just trying to get the pawn back on B7 and not lose material. I was ranting and I wasn't paying attention. Okay, now it's like I'm safe. The position is equal. I just spent too much time ranting. Sorry. I get excited about like cheating is one of my things that really irks me. So people start talking about it and I start going off. I can't help myself. Right, I mean, but the guy played the endgame like perfectly. That was what was sus about him a little bit. Like I said, so if it's an old man and he plays the endgame perfectly, I would kind of buy it, but why is he like a little kid playing the endgame perfectly, It's a little weird. I think that people just like they don't cheat using the computer for like perfect moves. But what they do is they like blunder check their moves. They're becoming more and more proficient at it. All you have to do is blunder check your moves. Am I lost yet? I offer draw. In order to beat Magnus Carlsen, all you have to do is like not make mistakes. It's enough to play like in most cases like the third best move. And then, just wait until he makes a mistake. You don't have to keep playing the best move or even the second best move. There are a lot of cases where you have to play an only move. But other than that, it's enough to just play like the third or fourth best move and avoid suspicion and you're just like gonna beat the average grandmaster probably by attrition. Speaking of scandals, the other day OTB game, what? And I am lost for stopping the clock and making a claim the opponent notation was illegal. They lost for stopping the clock. I never heard of that, dude. You can't just be forfeited for stopping the clock and making a claim. I mean, you can be penalized, but what would happen was, like, normally the opponent would be, like, given extra time or something. Once I made 2 moves in a row, and the arbiter would normally, in that situation, like, award my opponent extra time or something like that. If you make an illegal move, in a blitz tournament, you might lose. I mean, for something, like, minor, but I don't know, Morales, that doesn't sound right to me. Although there's, like, probably rogue arbiters who will do, like, random shit that's probably not really right. Well, that Nikolai Peterson guy has been around for a long time. I would think he would, like, kind of know the rules and stuff. I don't think he's gonna make, like... I don't know him personally, but he's, like, a well-known player. I mean... Why would he get forfeited for making a claim that the opponent's doing something illegal? You have a right to make claims. I mean, if he's wrong, then the opponent gets awarded some extra time or something. Damn, dude. Oh, you offered a draw? Counter offer. Right. Wesley with the notes on the score sheet. It may have been that kind of thing, you know. This is a terrible game, dude. By me. I got the worst out of it in the opening. What the heck happened? The problem is I played bishop g5, probably. That doesn't seem right. Okay, it's equal. I don't think that white has much here, but I shouldn't be worse. You know, notice like black has almost no wins at all in this position. Yeah, bishop g5 is... It's a lazy move. Notice that even bishop f4 doesn't exist in the opening explorer. Jesus Christ. Writing the move before they make it. Dude, FIDE's been through this a million times, dude. This has been debated a million times. Like, there's tons of precedent on that. Come on. They changed the rules. At one point, it was like, they made it illegal, and then they changed it back. It's totally allowed to write your move before you make it. Noting the time is legal. Oh, you mean like writing the move before you make it is not legal any longer? Are you sure? Because I thought they I thought they revised that. All right. But you can write the time. I write the times down. This bishop g5 is just lame. h6, bishop f4, and then I'm just like, what do I do now? I'm worse. That's disturbing, man. I mean, honestly, like, do I really deserve to be worse here? Jeez. You gotta play rook d1 and hit the file. I don't like weakening my f2 square. It's just not fair. You can play e4 apparently. And the queen comes back here. Maybe that's what I should play. Like in a Wickovich style. Rook c8, queen e2 or something. Gelfand. Score sheet antics. USCF requires you to move then right. I thought the FIDE like has changed the rule several times. I've never been one to do that, so I never really cared. But I'm pretty sure that the rules have been changed on and off. It's hard to keep track of. Lionel's your friend from Infamous Channel 97 Politics on ICC. Oh my god. Lionel's, you guys didn't ever see each other on the stream? That's funny. You good taste in chess streamers anyway. h6 here, rook c8, queen d3. So I'm already worse. But queen b5. You know, I was calculating like take, rook d5. Did you calculate this? I mean, I saw it. I figured, all right, I'll like grovel for a draw. Yeah, good games then, chess. You know you're doing there. I don't really know what I'm doing on the Catalan. I got to be honest. I've played the Catalan. I've played the Catalan a lot, but I always felt it was an opening that I could play without theoretical knowledge because it's so like aesthetic and natural. But at some point it's, you know, it's costing me here. I got nothing, you know. Maybe the other variation is more promising. Well, there's other variations. I mean, you can sack a pawn. I think I played knight a3. I have tried knight a3. This is really, really interesting. I had one game where like I just sacked like one pawn for a long time after knight a3. I should probably look at that. Actually, I think I intended to play that against you at some point, and I forgot about it. Um, all right, so who's the subscriber here? Miro? Am I playing a game already? No. How are we doing on time? It's 11. Or 1, I mean 1. Yeah, I'm normally wrapping up the stream about now, but I'm just enjoying this too much. I'm not in a rush. I've got another half an hour, guys, to take a couple more challenges. Let's go with Mule Skinner. I think I'm supposed to play Mule Skinner. And then he hits Miro. I've lost very few games with white in a Catalan, but I don't play it that much. And mostly draws. Alright, Mule Skinner. We had an interesting game the other day. I have another idea. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not going to play that. We're going to play e6, right? I had another game in Rallis yesterday, too. You're not going to play f4, are you? Ah. Come on with the f4. That's fine. Mr. Coffee had post-traumatic stress disorder from this. f4 is not supposed to be great for white. So I play d5, but I can also play knight to c6. So knight c6, knight f3, and if I play d5, we transpose with like bishop b5, right? Or something like that. I had a bad game against you the other day with d5, but let's try something different. I don't mind like bishop b5, knight e7. Now if I play a6, a6 is like g3 feels okay for white. If I play d5 now, we kind of transpose. Knight e7, d4 is an open Sicilian. So it feels like d5 is still the right move. We're going to transpose for a game from the other day. This feels kind of critical. And then again, we're back here again. Queen d6 is some kind of weird move. Is that right? It seems so bizarre to play that. What did I do? Knight e7 last time? I'm supposed to play a6. Okay. So I played a crazy move last time. Like g6, which isn't appropriate. You can't believe what? David Howe won the gold medal for board 1 at the Olympiad. What? Board 3. What are you talking about? Olympiad? The next Olympiad's in Hungary. No, that's a really good line, Zen Chess. That's like, that's Gawain Jones versus Van Welly. I saw that, f6. Van Welly, like, knows what he's doing. I think that Jones was fine in that game, though. He ended up losing, but it wasn't because of the opening. But f6 is fine. The line you're talking about. Yeah, no, I was attracted to that because, when you see Van Welly, like, he's always been very well prepared in the openings, even though he's getting old like me. All right, so, no, we're supposed to do a6 now, right? Take. It seems slow, though. Sloan. So do you just do the same thing as in our game? Well, without the weaknesses of g6, my position is not as bad. But I had confused, when I played Mule Skinner the other day and I was talking about the game after the game, I had confused the position with a different one, where white did play like bishop b5 check and bishop takes d7. I was completely off base by playing g6 in this sort of position. I created a new variation that's not very good, but like barely playable for black. Now, that prevents me from playing f5. The move looks a little bit sus in a way. I could play knight to b4. What would you do? Like, repeat moves? Go back? What do I do if you... I mean, what do you do if I play... What do I do? What do you do if I play knight b4 here? You sack? I also have d4, and I have d4 followed by knight b4. I mean, isn't this just good for black? I think this is just good for black. I don't get it, man. Queen e1 can't be right. You got to play d3 there. Alls I know is... Okay, maybe... No, this is fine for me. Alls I know is... Oh my god. Chess Zebra is here. I was thinking about you the other day, man, with what's going on in Hawaii. Are you still in Hawaii? Are you on the Big Island? I never even knew like where you lived in Hawaii. You could live in Maui for all we know. Crazy. Wildfires. Chess Zebra hasn't been here for a long time. This is why I think white, like, you know, I think you ought to consider knight b1. I don't know if it's better. You can answer knight b4 with like knight a3. A very profound hi. Hi, Dr. Zebra. Chess Hippo. Alright, kids, it's Wednesday. Weird? No. It's just ordinary Wednesday. I've got a tournament next week. Thanks for the distraction. But Chess Zebra, you're not in Maui, right? You're in the Big Island? Damn, dude, that's the crazy tragedy that happened there. Well, you're in Oahu. Now they're saying that they think that it might be like fallen power lines that weren't turned off that caused the wildfires. That would be, I mean, it's tragic no matter what, but it's really tragic if it was something that was entirely preventable. It's even more tragic. Okay, so if I take with queen takes d3, where do I go? I mean, I think it's good. Queen takes d3 is good. There's nothing wrong with it. You could play knight b4, but I think this knight is kind of like controlling the center, so... Black is better here. I mean, this is just good for black. Anyway, there's no like hard evidence, but they were sparking and stuff. So that's the theory anyway. Even after they were like sparking and they were down, they weren't like disconnected. So Um, yeah, I've never been to Hawaii though. I've never been to the Hawaiian Islands. Like to go one day. But anyway, it made me think of you, because we don't have a lot of people from Hawaii and Alaska, just a couple. Our Alaskan viewer was here last night. Yule Skinner seems like he's checked out from this game. There is Queen F2, but I'm not gonna sweat it. We have options. Obviously, Queen G6, Knight F4 looks like it gives some chances for white. So I actually thought Queen G5, Queen F5 is better. Wow, two tasty guys also from Hawaii. That's funny. And your girlfriend's from Alaska. And your ex-wife is from Puerto Rico. And your second cousin is from Guam. But all right. And your aunt is from the U.S. Virgin Islands. All right, enough. It's a stupid joke. I'm sorry. Oh, Miro's here, so we've got Alaska and Hawaii in the house. That's cool. Truly international. National, but international. And I'm not even in the United States, so it's very relevant. Um, I'm just chilling in Budapest, Hungary. Guys, I gotta go. I'm gonna play one more game after this. Who's left? Noob, Learning Chess, Miro. Kira Kospez. I turned into a pumpkin after 2.5 hours. You know you're from Hawaii when your uncle moved to Vegas. I didn't know that. I was just joking yesterday that, speaking of Hawaii though, I mean, I grew up in the 80s, and I was just joking that Asterbait is really like Magnum PI, and he lives with Higgins on the big estate in the doghouse in the guest house. We like our Hawaii memes here. All right, so Bishop E6. Dude, I love Hawaii 5-0. Me too. I mean, largely forgotten, but I mean it's a pity that they remade Hawaii 5-0 because it's like a travesty almost. The original Hawaii 5-0 with what was his name? John Lord or Jack Lord? Jack Lord. What was the deal with Jack Lord? He died or something? Like pretty young. I mean, he never was in like another TV show. I really like Hawaii 5-0. No, he's been dead forever. I mean, I thought he died relatively young. Maybe even like something like an accident or some kind of like suspicious circumstances. No, I don't think that Jack Young died of natural causes. Lord Jack Young. Jack Young's still alive, but Jack Lord. I think I tried to watch all the episodes of YA50 at one point when I was bored during like COVID. Oh, he got shot in every episode. No, I think there was something weird about that. There's some kind of weirdness with Jack Lord dying, but I don't recall what it was. Anyway, I don't know if I got through all the episodes of Hawaii Five-O, but it is awesome. No, he did live a good long life. Okay, I'm wrong. All right, well, I'm often wrong. I was wrong. I like to make up conspiracy theories about Jack Lord. I can't help myself. All right. I try. It was a nice try. I'm thinking of someone else. But it is kind of weird that he never played in any other like television shows much after that, did he? Do you ever remember seeing Jack Lord in another TV show? I think he got abducted. He got abducted by aliens. That's the only thing that makes sense. He had to have been abducted by aliens. It was just a body double. It was like, yeah, no, he was a cool tough guy. He was like a soft tough guy. You know what I mean? See, that's the thing, they can't do it today. There's no like soft tough guys. Everyone has to be like overly like masculine now, like wearing gold chains and, you know, totally overdoing it. Like freaking Andrew Tate or Rambo or freaking Arnold Schwarzenegger. Jack Lord was like a, yeah, you can be tough and sort of suave at the same time. Um, it's you know, it takes skill to be like that. I mean, he's more suave than like, you know, Captain Kirk or something. Though Captain Kirk was like a similar sort of character. Not exaggerated tough guy where it's like in your face. Um, I think it's important to have a feminine side, you know? It's important not to be like super woke or anything, but yeah. Bishop f6. Rock takes rock, rock takes rock. Rock, paper, scissors. How's my rock end game doing here? Rock covers paper. Paper covers rock, sorry. Paper covers rock. If the bishops are scissors, the pawns are paper and the rocks are rocks. How's that? Then we're playing rock, paper, scissors. How's Higgins doing, dude? Did Higgins let you out of the guest house yet? Masturbate? Thomas Masters. Dude, Higgins really owns the estate. I just want to like, not to be a spoiler. As not to be a spoiler, Masturbate, but I'm gonna let you in on a big secret. Higgins actually is Thomas Masters. Just, you know, so be like, you know, on your best behavior around him. I knew you always suspected, but it's true. We got time for one more game. I wish I could stay all day. This is fun. I'm actually in a decent mood today for a change. Despite our earlier ravings and rantings. Alright, Mule Skinner's finally done. It's like my games with... It reminds me of games with Hey It's Miro. It always ends up like winning some kind of Brook ending. After everything's said and done. Don't pre-move here. I got the chess base hate out of my system. No, I'm bitter, man. I mean, I bought chess base like 4 times. You know, and I'm still... I can't, like... let it go. You know, I can't let it go that I bought chess base 4 times, and those bastards don't even let you like download an upgrade for chess base. After being like a 4 time buyer, I hope they, rot in hell. It's like the time that I got food poisoning in the first round of a continental chess tournament, and after 100 times playing in continental chess tournaments, asked Bill Goichberg if I could maybe get cut a break, and in the middle of the first round get cut a break and get like a discount on my next entry if I withdraw from the tournament with food poisoning in the first round. And he was like, he acted like I was like I had 3 heads or something. I should have just like vomited all over his like table. If you're like a recurring customer, it kind of makes sense to treat the customers well. Anyway, I'm ranting again. All right, Miro. Brought in hell, but in a good way. Yeah. What you mean? Give you a discount or refund for the next tournament? Dude, it's a 6 round tournament. I'm like departing in the middle of round 1, and I have legitimate like stomach poisoning. Maybe you would consider like giving me half my entry fee back so I can play in a future event. And all these people, I made the mistake of like posting this in some kind of forum or something. All these people, like these trolls, went to their defense, were like, oh, how dare you, can't possibly ask that. That's not his policy. Oh, you remember when Magnus insta-drawed Ducash because he drank the Chennai water? Oh my god, dude. With my case, it's usually hotel food. Although once I drank the water in Pardubice, and that was a big mistake. I rolled into Pardubice like my first time ever there, like late at night, and no one warned me in the hotel that you're not supposed to drink the water. It would be nice, like seriously. I think if the water is really not that good to drink, should I move first? But anyway, usually it's like number one thing to avoid at hotels. So never ever like order or buy like a tuna fish sandwich. Okay. Let's see what else. Breakfast, hotel breakfast can be continental is okay, but eggs and stuff like that. Hotel breakfast. Marriott breakfast, dude. Are you serious? Oh, bro. I was at the European Poker Tour in Prague. It was the best. It was the best. Oh man, I love the Marriott breakfast. They're really overpriced though. Now, they jacked up their prices. When I went to Prague like 5 years ago, I went twice, and it was expensive but not out of control. But now it's like I can't even stay there. They've raised their prices after the pandemic, and they charge like amazingly outrageous amount for the buffet breakfast. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Marriott. I hate like Hilton and not Sheraton is kind of like eh. The big three. Marriott is the best, but they really no, I'm not gonna trash Marriott's breakfast, dude. That was out of control good. Um, no, they're awesome. I wanted to go there just for the breakfast. The hotel room was decent, but it was the breakfast that was like bringing me back. But when I tried, I was gonna play in the Prague European Poker Tour last year, but then all of a sudden I had to cancel because this like real estate thing came up where I was buying an apartment and I couldn't afford it anymore. I went to like book at Marriott and they were just like $300 a night. Oh, and the breakfast is extra or something. I couldn't afford it. It was like insane. Let's try something different here. Don't eat the inexpensive, delicious looking all you can eat buffet until your last day. There's no way they can track the quality and the amount of E. coli freshness of that giant spread, and something will invariably get you sick. So at least wait till your tournament is over. Dude, I always get sick when I go to, like, I always get sick when I go to Vegas. I always get sick when I go to casinos in general. Because I think it's the like recirculated air or whatever. But Asteroid lives in Vegas. It's hard to resist those buffets, though. I'm a big believer in buffets. Yeah, you look for like the cheap buffet somewhere. Don't talk about buffets, you guys are making me crazy. They don't have like buffet food in interestingly, like here in Hungary, I've been getting this out on my phone for like a English brunch at this restaurant. Just because it's like Sziget Festival here, so there's this huge music festival every year in Budapest, in the Danube on the Sziget Island, and I think because there's a lot of like tourists and shit, they're doubling down on like offering a lot of restaurants and stuff are doubling down on offering breakfast things and stuff like buffet and brunch and whatever. The English breakfast, English patient, not healthy. You know, I decided I was tempted, but I was like, you know what, English breakfast just, yeah, dude, you got enough salt and cholesterol. You don't need to like go to the English breakfast. Rook e8. So am I supposed to play like queen c2 here? It doesn't seem right. I have knight g3. As long as there's a guy in a chef's hat slicing it for me. Right. No, that's the way the Marriott was. I mean, I used to live in Back Bay in Boston, okay? Before, like, rents went out of control. I lived, like, a block away from... I literally lived a block away from the Marriott in Boston. I used to, like, walk through the Marriott on my way to, like, I don't know, the chess club and shit, just to stay in shape. And we would go to the Marriott buffet sometimes, like for fun. I'm an expert, practically. Um, but like Boston's out of control now. All right, knight c5. Wow. All right. Do I have e5 or something? The one in Boston. The one in Boston at Copley Square. I lived like a block away from that, where for several years, and it was so brutal to like walk by and watch people eating buffet breakfast. All right, what am I gonna do here? Bishop b5. You have to take the risk sometimes. You gotta love the chef's hat though. Ask me, what's the best buffet in Vegas? What's the word on the street if you want to get a buffet food in Vegas? Don't eat a tuna fish sandwich at the Hilton in Prague. I'll tell you that. I hate the Hilton. Hilton's the worst. Once they tried to sell me like a timeshare in Vegas. I hate Hilton like as much as I hate Chess Base. Shocky's back. They would hold the poker tournament at the Hilton, so you had to go there, even if you didn't stay there in Prague. Casinos in the Hilton. We have like terrible casinos in Europe, by the way. That's funny. Why does Europe have such shitty casinos? The Cortez? That sounds like Nedog's cat or something. I think that was the name of Nedog's cat, but nah, I can't remember. Is Nedog even here? Um, will you stop trying to take my pawn? Damn, dude, he's relentless. He'll do anything for a pawn. It's unbelievable. The guy will literally do anything for a pawn. Actually, to be fair, like, Hayes-Miro is not that materialistic as a lot of players. I've got to be careful here, though, because black's pieces are active, and my knight on g3 just sucks. That's the suckiest knight ever. Never put your knight on g3, unless you have to. It's almost always bad. Well, that's what Fischer said, right? I mean, but not just Fischer, like multiple famous players have referenced knight on knight 3 as bad. I want to just like sacrifice a pawn. Oh, if you can trade my knight on g3. Let's say knight d4, knight d4, knight d4, knight c6. But I mean, do I have anything for that pawn? That's the question. Not really, you know. I guess I can play bishop g5. Then my b2 pawn is hanging. So bishop g5, queen b6. What do I do about b2? And e4 hanging at the same time. I just don't know, guys. I don't like the look of this. I mean, I basically have this pawn hanging. It's hard to defend. There's no really convenient way to defend that pawn. Rook e1. Rook e1, rook e1, queen b6. Orleans. I feel like I stayed at the Orleans. Maybe not. No, I can't remember. I was at Orleans in France. Yeah, h5, classic move. New Orleans. Oh, I confused it with New Orleans. Shit. No, I'm just kidding. Oh no, this is his whole point. It's his whole freaking point. Knight d4, queen f6, knight c6, h4. Hasta la vista. Okay, I can play this. I can play this, and then I'm sacking the exchange with like b3. No. You work day labor at the Wynn? Oh man, Steve Wynn. What a scumbag. Alright. I'm serious. Could I sack the exchange here? It's kind of dodgy, but okay, just for fun. He was an English major? Was he like born with money? I don't know his like life story. This is just a blunder. Is his name really Win, or is that just like sounds cool for a casino mogul? It sounds like a made-up name. It can't be his like birth name. Dude, you should have taken on a1. I can't believe you didn't do it. I can't believe it. That's the worst move you've ever made, Hayes-Miro. You could have taken on a1 and like taken my b3 pawn and I'm like terminated. It makes me think of Steve Winwood. I keep wanting to say like Steve Winwood, the musician. They had a lot of poker tournaments at the Win. I mean, he's been very supportive of poker, but obviously he's kind of an idiot politically, which a lot of billionaires are. No, I mean he's highly sketchy, but whatever. There was something in the news about Steve Wynn recently. I don't remember what it was. Maybe some allegations. Allegations, I think. Sexual allegations about like sexual harassment and shit like that, of course. What billionaire would be complete without sexual harassment allegations? Ask Asterbate. He's an expert in like 80s music. Yeah, when you hear someone named Steve Wynn, you assume like they're Vietnamese or something. You're like, wait, he's a white guy. Something about, yeah, grab him by the something. Those billionaires, they're good guys. Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, people like, okay, it's natural to assume if you have a lot of money, you can like do whatever you want. I mean, what's the sense in having money if you can't do whatever you want anyway? Right. Well, Scotty Wynn, right? The poker player. But Wynn is like the most, it's also like the name of the poker player. The best Vietnamese poker player in Budapest is also Wynn. But everyone is Wynn. Like it's the most common Vietnamese name. All right. It's like Smith in English or something. Anyway, on to a new subject. My knight is on h4. We're coming back. Hayes Mirror was very generous in this game. He blinked on that like crushing bishop takes a1 because he didn't want to be a materialistic girl. A little Madonna. Scotty Wynn. He's still around. He was Scotty Wynn was referenced recently because Doyle Brunson died. He was posting about it. All right. Anyway, damn dude, I'm about to flag. You're still going with that queenside majority. It's like the Energizer queenside. It made me sad that Doyle Brunson died because we had a memory here of Doyle Brunson came to Budapest, and he opened. Well, he had like a we had like a Doyle Brunson poker club. Literally, it was an affiliate sanctioned by Doyle. Back in the days before the state like cracked down and destroyed poker. So it makes me sad. Think about that. It's hard to find a move here with 8 seconds that just kind of maintains the position. I think I should just take his freaking knight at some point, but now it's too late. Queen b1. Well, that move does very little. Trying to find a move that does nothing, but doesn't ruin my position. Yeah, now you're sold. The ultimate sealer sweeper. The sealer and the sweeper. Hans Kmock. Just like the time that Schumacher sacked 2 exchanges against me. He had nights like that. It was awful. Like, okay, material is equal now. How's our blockade? Miro, like, he's too time oriented, and this may be a mistake. I think knight takes c5 was a little bit better. Damn it, Jerry! God damn it, Jerry! Rest in peace, Jerry Williams. If you guys didn't play chess in New England, you don't know this guy, but he was a freaking legend. You just hear this guy like screaming, and you realize he's like talking to himself, screaming at himself loudly in the tournament hall. Optical illusion. It was a mere optical illusion. God damn it, Jerry! Alright. Can we just see a quick analysis? I gotta go, guys. Quick analysis of this stupid variation I played. So once in a while I bust out the A3 just to kind of throw a curveball, but my curveball was pretty flat here. You don't want to run into Ben Feingold. Wow, B4 has a very good score. Just don't literally run into Ben Feingold. B5, A3, B4. Whew, bro. Which wife? Alright. I'm not gonna start that again. Alright. B4 is the best move, and he played it. Okay, so Mamadjar Caruana. Borky against the guy I've never heard of. Okay. Igor Kankin managed to get a draw. So the half point out of 5 for this variation with white. That's reassuring. I guess it's not so playable. Huh. So only if black plays a6, white is good, but if b4, he equalizes. Well, I mean, I guess I knew that. I thought I looked at this before and 92 was okay. That's weird. So Henkin drew this, but he's like clearly worse. That's an old game from 20 years ago. Yeah, I'm just... Well, Hayesmir knew what he's doing. Did I ever play this before? No. That's weird. I thought I probably played this before, but maybe I played it before, but you didn't play the right response last time. Let's see. Sparkle Horse is white, yep. But I didn't play it against you. Oh, I have 2 previous games against other people from 2017, 2018. I love Foxwoods and Mohegan Sun. Says the guy from Vegas. The Millionaire Chess. Maurice Ashley. Wow. So you knew your stuff here, man. B4 is apparently like absolutely best. Take, and I'm supposed to play knight b5. Oh, that's good to know. Then you get to play your favorite move, bishop a6. And this is how Borky won. Castles. Appears to lose a pawn. Bishop takes b5, so he sacked a pawn. Kind of what I was trying to do in this game. But very artificial looking move by white. Queen e1 now. Damn, dude got smoked by knight g3. Look at that. That's a nice trick. That's a nice trick. Takes, queen b6 check. Bishop e3. Yeah, white just wasn't in Borky's league. Alright, so boom, 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 and I'm in trouble. That's funny. Roman Barr played a5 as the best move, apparently. But your move is kind of more natural. And let's see, castles, knight c5, I'm in trouble. And now bishop e5, dubious. So obviously you can sack the exchange. But I can't defend the pawn. Oh, you're supposed to play bishop d7. That's what you did. So sacking the exchange isn't so great. That's like fancy. Alright, here you have to. And now bishop d7. And so apparently I'm just like losing a pawn here. My plan was to play knight d4. And then I bailed. This was the plan, the original plan. Because I decided that I didn't like... I guess I didn't like knight e4. Knight e4, knight e4, rook e4, knight c6, queen b6, and I didn't have enough compensation. The computer thinks I do, in fact. So you have bishop takes... Oh, crap. Wow. I totally missed this, and I would have fallen victim to this. But I felt somewhere that knight d4 wasn't good enough. That's why we played bishop g5, and then here you just played h5, and it's not the best. No, not in that position, sorry. Bishop g5, queen b6. On the next move, he plays... No, this is not the game. Oh, I didn't play bishop g5, I played rook e1. I should have played bishop g5 right away. And then h5 is not the best. And now bishop g5, and now queen b6. And now b3, dubious. And why didn't you take my rook? Yeah, you gotta take this. I'll be honest, okay? What I missed here... Why is my stream so blurry? Is it just me? I have like 5 FPS or something. If someone doesn't take your rook, don't have respect for them. Yeah, he's an anti-materialist. No, you know what? I thought I was okay with sacrificing the rook. I was fine with sacrificing the exchange, but I forgot that b3 was hanging. The funny thing was, like, I was looking at this, like, as if this was some sort of problem. That was my only concern, and I thought, no, I can interpose. And yeah, it's like, so this isn't that clear, and I think this would be, like, what I was aiming for. But as I played the move, I realized you had bishop takes a1, queen takes a1, knight takes b3. And you're right to be concerned on general level. But I mean... you're right to think about it, and you thought about it, but... Rook e5. I mean, f6 is more normal. But the thing is, I mean, these pawns are coming down real fast. Yeah, of course there's a chance you could screw up and lose, but... And I'm not normally a materialistic player, but I think you gotta take it. I mean, this is just too fast. These pawns are coming down, like, immediately. You don't have to play rook e5. Black has numerous moves, knight e5 even. But I think f6 is totally playable. I don't believe that black is in trouble here. I think black is winning. Yeah, so if after you didn't do that, now you're finally in real trouble. If they're not taking on a1, it felt like my position was okay. Yeah. That's amazing. I mean, now you're just like, you killed your own bishop and you weakened your king side for nothing. So now I'm like winning. Alright, guys. Interesting. Thanks for joining me for a good stream today. It's rare we get a good stream on Wednesdays. I guess I'm gonna have to do away with like weird Wednesday concept and unusual openings. Dude, Jason, Dinekis, guys, I'm sorry I can't keep playing, but I gotta go. I ran a little bit over today, so we'll be back Thursday night with subscriber stream on the other streaming site. So if you haven't seen me on kick.com/Sladgie, maybe like Dr. Zebra or anyone else who hasn't been over there, in the evenings I'm doing my evening streams on kick.com/Sladgie. So please check me out over there and donate all your money to a good cause. Thanks everybody. We'll see you. Thanks Mr. Coffee for being here, bro. Yeah, I'll see you guys Thursday. Bye bye.